How y'all doing? I'm glad you back. Y'all back with the Davisons?
Yes, we're ready.
We're excited about tonight, y'all. Y'all with the Davison intervention. Kenneth, before I forget,
Okay.
you have to like, subscribe, hit that notification.
Please do it. Please
and
do
share
it.
And keep those comments coming.
You know, we're getting so serious about this thing. It's moving up. I'm
is.
really enjoying it.
I am too, Kenneth.
At first, I thought it was, just going to be conversation, but now everyone is starting to participate now, and it's really making it exciting.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
so happy. Yes, I'm ready.
But I'm excited, y'all, about the show. We got 2 questions. We had 2 questions. I had several, but these 2 really stood out, so that's why I wanted to bring them on and, ask Kenneth his. I like to get his opinion, and me and him kind of
bump heads on it and just kind of
see,
go at it and see, what we think about it, what we're going to talk about it. Will it affect us? Will it affect you all?
How we're going to navigate ourselves through this. So the first one is, Kenneth.
Okay.
How do I get my wife? Okay, this from a guy, a gentleman. How do I get my wife to trust me, Kenneth, after I've lied to her so much? You've lied to her so much. How do you get your wife to trust you after you've lied to her so much?
That is a great question.
Great question.
And it is a great situation that happens all the time.
You mean you lie to me? I mean, I lie to you all the time?
In different
you lie to me all the time?
In different situations, in different cases and scenarios, it happens all the time where one, oversteps their boundary with the trust, and the other one oversteps their boundary with the trust.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, you just start seeing a pattern of one lying and the other one not believing. So what I would do, if it was my situation, and I'm praying that it's not my situation, I would have to, start from scratch and tell my wife, say, look, tell my fiance or my girlfriend.
It said wife.
Said wife. Okay. Tell my wife, say, look, I'm sorry that I, broken the trust. I'm sorry that you don't believe me anymore. I'm sorry that I have built this animosity toward you and and it's going to be my job. I'm going to own up to it as a man.
Okay, but I'm going
to own up to it.
Okay, let's just try this.
It's my fault.
Let's try
it's
this.
My fault.
Let's try this. Yeah, I heard, we're going to role play this one. Yeah, I done heard that before. You done told me you going to stop lying. You done lied before. I know you're going to do it again, so why should I trust you?
You got to give me one more chance at it because I want to show you that I am a man of my word this time. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. And so if you just give me one shot at it, let me try it one more time.
So what's going to be different this time than it was last time? Because you said...
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
what's going to be different in my eyesight, and I'm going to try to show you that accountability is going to be the main focus this time.
Okay.
I'm going to be accountable of what I say and what I mean. I'm going to be more accountable this time.
So what does that look like for me?
If I tell you, LAVIDA, I'm going to the store to get a certain item, I'll go to the store and come back. I even let you know how long it's going to take me. If it takes that much, if I have to be that drastic and have that drastic measure, I'll do that just to show you that I mean business this time. If I say I'm going to work and I'll get off at 5:30 and I'll be home at 6:30, I'll do exactly that. I'll be a man of my word.
But what if something happens and you don't?
I'll have to call you and say, look, there's an accident on the road. I'm on my way, but I have to go around this accident. I'll let you know. I'll be more accountable this time.
But what if you start feeling like, okay, that's just too much. You putting too many stipulations on it. I gotta call you when I'm here. Call you when you almost kind of macro everything I do and stuff. I'm trying to figure that out.
Well, if I want this situation to work, if I want this marriage to work, and if I'm going to have to be the one to build a trust factor back up, I've got to take those drastic measures. Regardless, by any means necessary. If I have to beg, borrow, crawl, whatever I have to do, that I'm just so mad and in love with you, and I have to show you that.
Okay.
So it's going to be my job to start building that trust back up again by any means necessary. And I'll do that in order for you to start back trusting me again.
So, but what I have to do is, in turn, if you're trying to do that, I have to start from this point forward. This is what you say you're going to do. So this point forward, if you say this is what you're going to do, I need to start seeing those things fall in line, because I don't want to see what it used to be like.
It happened like that last week or last month. I want to start from today and show you that I am going to be a man of my word.
Okay.
I'm going to stand on my promises. I'm going to stand on everything that I say. And if it takes me to go to the drastic measure to do it,
Okay.
I'll do it.
I like
I'll
that.
do it.
I like that.
I'll do it.
So you hear that? It's in your court. It's up to you to make it happen. If you need have more questions on it, just hit us up. But I thought that was real good.
Yeah,
Kenneth.
because I believe that nowadays
Yes.
it's time out for playing around.
I agree.
It's time out for joking. It's time out for
agree.
wondering if you're the one or I'm the one, or
Right.
wondering am I going out there stepping outside the marriage. It's time out for all of that.
Right.
Life is too short nowadays for us to start playing games.
Okay.
We need to start being more serious in our marriage.
I agree.
Yes.
I got one more question, and we're gonna
One
get
more
to
question?
next topic. Kenneth, how do I get my fiance
That
to
was it.
talk when I am the talker and he is more of the avoider? Not necessarily he doesn't like to talk. Just say, because we were just talking, and I, saw this young lady, and she was just sharing with me. She said she liked to talk, but he doesn't. So he kind of shuts down. He kind of don't want to, and that's why I'm saying avoid it. He kind of avoid it, and I get upset.
Okay.
She gets upset. So she wanted to know, how does she get her fiance to talk when she's a talker?
And I always try, and it's a good question, and I always try to look back at how you and I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I was the talker once upon a time. Can you believe that? And she was the avoider.
Right.
And what I had to do was try to pique her interest. Start talking about things that she was interested in. And, I had to be a little bit more observant with her and find out what she liked, what she did not like, and what she enjoyed. And so I found that out, that you like to look at, can I say it? You're okay if I share it?
No, don't share that, but listen. Don't share that. But listen, Kenneth.
It's okay. Okay, she likes to watch television shows. I'll say it like that. Wait a minute. She likes to watch television shows. So I found out that was her interest. And so I had to try to say, okay, I'm trying to sit here and watch the television show, and I want to talk to you about it. And that piqued your interest there. You said, okay, since you're interested in what I'm interested in, then you want to talk.
But that's great. But I'm talking about when you and I are battling. If it's something that's serious, and I felt like you may have hurt my feelings, or you said something that I didn't like, or you did something I didn't like, or I need to address something that going on in our relationship, that's what I'm talking about. How do we discuss that when you're the talker, I'm the talker, and you're the avoider? Because this was a young lady.
Right.
So she's a talker.
Right.
He's the avoider.
You have to change your pattern.
Okay.
Change our pattern.
Elaborate a little bit.
If I'm the one that gets upset all the time when the arguments start or when the debates start, and I'm getting in a heated moment,
I don't think it's heated.
I'm just saying, and I want to talk more about the situation.
Okay, I get
and then
it.
I figure out to say, look, I want to avoid that because I see that's going to be a big argument.
Okay.
I see that's going to start us leading us to fussing. So she has to acknowledge that and say, I see the light coming on now.
Okay.
Now this is something that you don't want to talk about. So I need to learn how to calm down for a minute and say, okay, I tell you what, I was wrong for blowing up. Can we come back to the table and maybe start talking about this situation? Then you look at me like, talk about what situation? The situation that made us mad. Can I, come to agreement now that you and I really see that this is a problem that we need to talk about it?
Okay.
But I'm calm now. But I see myself in a rage. I saw myself get mad again because you're not listening. You don't want to listen. You want to walk away. Every time we argue, every time we have a debate, you want to walk away. But me, myself, I need to take accountability for myself and say, look, Kenneth, it is not that serious. Calm down and, take a chill pill for a minute and say, okay, look, LAVIDA, I know this situation made me mad. I'm upset. But can you just kind of, come to the table and we talk about it for just 1 minute?
Okay. I like that.
I think that's what we need to do instead of just me just pointing at you. Yeah, you don't never listen to me. Every time I get mad, you want to walk away. You don't want to listen to what I got to say.
But I don't think it's that heated. I just think like if you and I having a discussion, even if it's not a heated discussion, I think when we do have a discussion, you just don't want to talk about it.
Avoider. She's an avoider. Yes,
Yeah.
she's an avoider.
Yes.
And on the people that avoid, then you have to get their attention.
Okay.
And that's what I tried to do with you. I tried to get your attention.
You did.
And say, look, I know this is something you don't want to talk about. Mm-hmm. I know this is a hot topic with you. Mm-hmm. But can we just come to some agreement that maybe, later on we can talk about this?
Right.
Because I know this is a heated situation and I know you don't like it. Right. And I really don't like it either, but I know it's something we need to address.
We
got to address.
Yes. Okay, I like that. Because I think I was kind of telling them that one thing you can incorporate that to me helped us is that we put time in it. And what I mean by time is that
time on
you wanted to talk about it right then, and I did, but we knew we had to talk about it.
Right.
And so what we did is we put a time table on it, just say, LAVIDA, how much time do you need to come back and talk to me about this situation? To me, that helped us because you got what you needed, and then I was able to get what I wanted because you were able to talk about it, may not talk about it right then, but you were still able to talk about it that day. Whereas I was still able to
at least listen.
Listen, but at least give me a time to kind of help my emotions, kind of sort through those emotions. So it kind of helped me with that. So I appreciate that.
Okay. I hope that's been helpful to
I think that was
a couple of us out here because all of us run across situations like that. So hope that's been helpful. Yes.
I think that was good. But y'all, guess what this season is? This is spring. This is resurrection coming up.
Yes.
We got love in the air.
Yeah, this is spring.
Springtime.
Yes. But I'm saying springtime. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I just said that. But anyway, it's that marriage, wedding season.
Yes.
So we've been getting a lot of inquiries about marriage.
Yes.
Marriage. We've been getting a lot of inquiries about that because we do premarital. I'm gonna throw that out there. We do premarital. So we've been getting a lot of inquiries about that. So we asked the question, we often ask the question, why marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Yeah. Why considering marriage?
Why now? Yes.
Why you want to do it now?
Yes.
Why even with Kenneth? And I'm saying with Kenneth, but why with and Kenneth, why with LAVIDA?
Yes.
Why marriage now? What makes it now? I mean, what happened to where you want to get married
right today or this month or this season or this year?
This year.
Yes.
What brought on the engagement?
Right.
What brought on the talk about it, the discussion? I want to know why marriage.
And then we talk about this a lot. You always say, everybody when they were little, they dreamed about wanting to be married.
We did.
They dreamed about when they get older, what their wedding look like.
Yes.
What are they gonna, what the bride, what the groom gonna look like, where we're gonna spend
and you know
a honeymoon.
I don't think I necessarily dreamed about that part, and I'm with you. I thought about marriage, but not the part of the honeymoon and where the venue was gonna take place. I just remember always y'all having a pen. I know y'all did, writing my name a certain way. LAVIDA Jackson. I thought that was like, LAVIDA Jackson. LAVIDA Reynolds or LAVIDA Davison. When you was dating that person, you wrote them their last name. LAVIDA. That sounds good. LAVIDA Jackson. LAVIDA Reynolds. LAVIDA Davison. So I thought that was, to me, that's you. I thought about that. Then after I started writing LAVIDA, then I write little baby names. Jaquila. What they gotta be Jaquila or Laquila? Jaquila or Laquila Jackson. Why we had to do it? But anyway, I just remember doing that because I tell everybody that at some point in our lives, I believe women, and I'm going to paint a broad brush, y'all. I know I'm going to get it, but I'm going to paint this broad brush. I do believe at some point we've always wanted to be married. We talked about it. We dreamed about it. We could see. We probably could design it ourselves. We probably didn't even have to have a bridal consultant or a person that's going to do the wedding.
Wedding planner. You didn't need a wedding planner. I didn't need a
wedding planner then because I already knew what I wanted. But now that we're talking about why marriage, I think when we talked about marriage, I think Kenneth was ready for marriage, and I wasn't ready for marriage. And
I have always, and I've tried to think back as far as I can think back. I think I've always wanted to be married.
Okay.
Because I would talk with the person. I always wanted companionship.
Okay.
And I really didn't want to shack long with the person. And so, I didn't want to shack. That's what I said. I didn't want to shack. Because my parents always told me that if you shack with a person, they're good enough to shack with. That'll be good enough to marry.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want. But I always wanted to be married. Because I always wanted a companion that I could spend the rest of my days with, rest of my time with. So in the back of my mind, I always wanted to be married.
Right. I think
I just didn't want to be without a person that was be in my life, you know?
I think I wanted to be married, and I ain't gonna lie, I know I wanted to be married, but I don't know if I was. I'm almost say I thought I was ready. That's it.
Right.
I didn't think I was ready at that time.
Okay, so if you want to be married, you have to be ready to get married, right? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying yes.
Okay.
I'm saying yes and no because the reason why I'm saying I know that's contradiction.
Yeah, it is kind of.
I'm saying yes and no because I am on the fence. I know yes and no, but because the reason why I'm saying that is because at that particular time I thought I wasn't ready for marriage. So to me,
is that why you turned me down a couple times?
To me, that's why I kept saying it because I didn't think I was ready. I was like marriage.
So just because you were ready, you would, let me down like that a couple of times.
Yeah, because, for one, I didn't think I was ready. And two, I just thought you was just asking just to ask.
Out of privilege, guy just say, you want to get married? Let's just get married. Oh. That's what you thought? That didn't make sense to me, but is that what you're going with? I mean, that's what you're going to go with it. I mean.
Yeah, wait a minute. That's not what I thought, but now that you kind of put me all on the spotlight I don't know. I just didn't think I was ready at that time. So I think when you're really considering marriage, you really need to think about if this is the person, because I'm telling you, once I started you and I really started hanging out and I started really getting serious, because at first I didn't think I was serious, but that's what I said, once I started getting serious, I'm like, this is the person I do want to spend the rest of my life with.
Right, and I think that's what you need to go on, that once we are contemplating marriage, once we thought about it and put two and two together, we should stick to that, like, look, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, through thick and thin, through ups and downs, to good times, bad times, and forever. I think that's the goal we should be looking at.
Right.
Not just hook up, work 3 or 4 years, and if it doesn't work out, then we get a divorce. We shouldn't look at it like that. If I say I want to be married, I should be ready to say, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Right. Because if you think about it, when I think about our vows, the wedding vows that we took together, our vows said, I promise, I take thee, Kenneth, I promise to have and to hold. I promise in sickness. I said, I promise. So to me, I made this daily promise with you that this is something that I want to promise to you for the rest of my life. Okay. I didn't say,
makes it serious.
I promise to get married when you make me mad.
Bye-bye.
I'm ready to go.
Bye-bye.
I didn't say that. I said, I promise in sickness and in health.
Mm-hmm.
Better for worse, richer for poor. Do us part. That's what we said. I remember saying those words. That's why I said it wasn't just words I was saying. I took those words to heart.
And I think if both of us agree to that, to that stat right there, that would make us strive to have a long-lasting relationship, a long-lasting marriage, a long-lasting time with each other. And we're both having that mindset that we want to be here no matter what, richer for poor, better for worse, sickness and health. Whatever, by any means necessary, we're going to stick together until the end.
Because even, y'all, I'm just going to throw this in there, because even in some of the pre-marriages when I asked what's a deal breaker? I kind of asked that. Because you and I, we're in it for the long haul.
Right.
D is not an option for us.
We very seldom even use the word.
We don't use the word. That's why I said the letter.
That's just joking.
Yeah, that's why I just threw at the letter, because we don't ever use that. But we don't ever use that word. But I just want to know how serious. And the reason why I asked them if it's a deal breaker, just to see how serious they are.
Right.
Because I'm not saying, if I can paint a broad brush to just say, once you get married, everything's going to be great. I would do it if I could.
That's a fairy tale.
Right, but I can't do that. I don't have this one where I can do that. So we will, and you and I even had some trials and tribulations. Right. We've had some obstacles in our relationship.
Right.
We had
and still are having obstacles.
Oh yeah, we still do.
But that's what makes your marriage stronger. Go through the obstacles and see that you can make it through this small thing. Then you can make it through the next challenge. Right. That's what it's all about.
And that's why I'm saying that is, if you already have a deal breaker after and saying, okay, if this person do that.
They spend up all the money, I'm gone. If they cheat on me, I'm gone. If they talk about my mama, I'm gone. We can't keep just putting, stipulations on a marriage,
Right.
because you're gonna have those problems. You're gonna have the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yes.
There's gonna be no perfect marriage. There's
Correct.
no perfect marriage.
There is none.
But you can have a healthy marriage.
You can.
And the way you can have a healthy marriage is keep talking to each other,
You
communicate
do.
with each other, let each other know that. Now I don't want to put up with that foolishness anymore. You don't want to put up with that foolishness with me anymore. So can we put that on the table and start trying to build from that?
Well, see,
and
just
go
like
forward?
that first question we had, that couple that had the trust issue, even though we're talking about why marriage, think about the commitment that you all made, and let's try to build from that. Go back, like I said, even why marriage, you take pictures,
Yes.
you do videos, videography, pictures, and all of that. Why not go back and look at that to see how we can rekindle this thing? Because to me, that's what helped us. To me, I look at all the pictures we've taken, all the memories we've had, and I look at, man, I always tell you, the good has definitely outweighed the bad.
Right, and I like the teamwork part, the teamwork
I love
concept
that
that
too.
we have come up with. That we do everything as a team.
Mm-hmm.
We have fun as a team,
Yes.
and we go down as a team.
We do.
But we have so much fun because we're doing it together.
Right.
We work together, basically.
We do.
We travel together, basically.
We do.
We, watch games. We go to sports venues together.
Now,
we
wait a
do
minute.
everything together.
Wait a minute. You just said
I kind of went over that fast. I went over that fast.
then you don't take
Yeah.
me to all the sports venues with you.
I tried to.
He does not,
I
y'all. Let me
tried.
just tell y'all, he
I
has dumped
tried.
me for
I
the
tried.
sports venue. For
I
our
tried.
producer, my son, our son, he's dumped me for the sports venue. So yeah, he don't take me to.
Yeah, because
to
that
go to
causes
nowhere.
just a little conflict, and we may have to, kind of put that one on the table and come back to that one.
Yeah, we'll come back to
because
that
was
we
a
on why
good
marriage.
topic for
We on why
conversation.
marriage. We still on why marriage.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
if you could ever get the thank you. If you could ever get the concept of that, we let's work this marriage as a team. Let's work this marriage as competitors together.
Yes.
Us against the world.
Yes. Yes.
And we have that kind of concept in our minds and our DNA.
Right.
Guess what? That'll make this such a powerful team that you can almost be inseparable.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I always tell you, you're not the enemy.
Right. And you're not the enemy either.
Right.
You're not the enemy
We
either.
are, because we realize together we stand, divided we fall. And we're always trying to be on the same team, because a lot of times, like Kenneth was saying, marriage, it's not hard and it's not
But it's hard
impossible.
work. It's not hard, but it's hard work.
It is hard work.
Yes.
And what we need to do, y'all, is just step up as marriages and show people, that want to get married, that we're going to be the example. We're going to show people what healthy marriage, and that's what you and I wanted to do. We wanted to show people what a healthy marriage look like. I'm not saying a perfect marriage.
Yes.
We saying a health, because Kim and I, we still get into it. We probably won't
Yes.
get into it once this tape goes. I'm just kidding.
not probably tomorrow.
Not
today.
tonight. But we just wanted give an example. I really did. I wanted to model that for my nieces and nephews first.
Right.
Then once we had our son, I wanted to model what a healthy relationship looked like, so that they could have something to say. Okay, at least I know one of my family members that have a healthy relationship.
And at least they've been married a long time.
They've been married a long time.
Like 25 years exact.
Exactly.
To be exact as
Yes.
month. And I look at it too is that, have fun at the same time.
Yes.
Enjoy life. Enjoy one another. Enjoy.
Right.
I love traveling with my wife. I love going places with her. I love doing things with her.
I do too.
Because I have some friends, but I don't have a whole lot of friends.
Right.
And I have tried, and she has tried, and we have tried to make each other our best friends.
We have.
We tell each other a lot of stuff.
We do.
We laugh and joke about each other a lot of stuff. And
We
sometimes
do.
we just walk in the mall and have fun.
We do.
Kind of talking about people.
We do. We
That's
kind of
okay.
people watch.
People
We
about to
do
talk about us
people watch.
also.
We do. We
So we
people
just
watch
have fun.
outside.
But that's what it's about. This is why I married this person right here.
Exactly.
This is why I married this beautiful young lady right here. Because I wanted to have fun with her. I wanted to enjoy life with her. I wanted to just travel and be with her. This is what I wanted.
Yes.
And now we're doing that now, and it just sounds so great.
Exactly.
It's so great, and our relationship is getting better.
It is. I can't say that.
Yeah, as
It
we
really is.
grow, it's getting better. As we knock off issues and problems and situations that come up, as we knock those off, our marriage starts to take place and starts getting better.
Yes.
And we see it as now, hey,
Yeah.
this is a comfortable marriage. We don't want to get too comfortable, but we say this is a comfortable marriage.
This is good.
We're enjoying this place we're
Right.
in right now.
Right. So when you start asking yourself, why marriage?
Yes.
Start asking yourself those type of questions. Even with why marriage, I always tell Kenneth, the Lord gave me what I needed, not what I wanted.
Right.
He gave me what I needed. So sometimes when we want certain things, start asking yourself, okay, I want this guy that drive this nice car. I'm just throwing this out there. I want this guy that work all the time. I want this guy that's never at home because he's working all the time and he's a hard worker. You want that, but do you need that in your life? Do you need that person not there? Because I remember, let me just say this real quick, Ken. I'm going to share this. I remember when Ken was working, he was working all the time. And I remember telling him, Ken, I appreciate the money. I really do. I really do.
I was wondering when you were going to say
I did. I had to throw that out there because he knew I was spending. I was. I already told y'all about that. I said, Ken, I appreciate the money. I said, but I need you. I need you here with me.
And then when she told me that, I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. So you know what that's entailing what you were saying. That means that I'm going to have to cut back on overtime.
Exactly.
The money's going to come in slower now. It is. Your spending is going to have to slow down.
Right.
Is that what you really want?
That's what I want, because I want you. So I don't think he believed, but then with me telling him that, I had to realize that wasn't going to happen
overnight.
Real quick. He couldn't go in there and say, y'all, look, I'm just done with overtime.
Yeah, I got to slow down.
It was a process.
So
I understood that, but he knew what I meant, and then it drew us closer together.
I agree too, because we started spending more time with each other
We did.
instead of spending the time away from each other.
Exactly.
And that's what we have to look at. A marriage is almost like a mirror. You look at it and see what you want out of it. Mm-hmm. Do I still want this marriage to be disruptful? Do I still want this marriage to be half-hearted?
Right.
What do I want this marriage to look like? Look in that mirror and say, look, it starts with me, and then it starts with my wife.
Exactly.
What do we want? I want people to look at us and say, you know, they look like a happy couple.
They do. They look.
And they may not be
happy,
but they look like a happy couple. Because it's time out now for people to see marriage and say, oh no, I don't want to be married. If they're fussing and fighting and worse off than we are as single,
right?
Why would I want to get married?
Exactly. And people tell us, but that's why I say people tell us that. Why would I want to get
married? And I see people getting divorced after 5 years. Right. I see people, fighting after 10 years. Right. I see people, not spending time with each other, unfaithfulness toward each other after several years.
Right.
And then they're looking like, I don't want that.
Right.
I might as well stay single if all that's going to happen to me.
If all that's occurring, yes.
So we as married couples, we need to set an example and show people that marriage is okay.
It is.
Marriage is all right.
To me, marriage is a good thing.
Start holding hands again. Start walking together again. Start laughing and joking with each other, and opening the doors sometimes for each other, and just doing some things that married couples are supposed to do.
So if you ask me why marriage, I say why not marriage?
Right.
If it's the person that y'all spend time together, you all have talked, you all are on the same page.
Yes.
You've seen some good, some bad, and some ugly of them. If this is a person that you can see yourself spend the rest of your life with, why not marriage? People saying why marriage? Why not marriage? Because I felt like this was the one for me. And like I said, Kenneth kept pursuing. I didn't see it, but he saw it. So I would say, because I'm with my best friend, I wouldn't want to do this journey with anyone else other than you. So that's why I would say marriage. Right. Why would you say marriage?
And I say marriage because we look back after 25 years and we say, look what would have happened.
Oh
if
my
we
goodness,
both would have said no.
You do say that.
I mean, look at all the joy that we would have missed, all the happiness that we have missed, all the traveling, all the spending time with each other, the enjoyable time, the laughters, the good times. And look at all that we would have missed. How many couples we've reached? Yes. How many people we helped, turn their lives around? Yes. Look at all that we would have missed if we would have been single.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have said yes to each other.
Right.
We would have missed out on all that. So that's another reason why I say why marriage.
Man, you know what? Yes. I think about that. So I want you to think, if you're considering marriage, think about that. Or if you are already married, think about the impact you have made. And if you haven't made impact, go ahead and start now.
This is a great time to start making an impact.
Start making an impact on people's life, people's relationship, and let them see that even though we went through some hurdles and obstacles, we still standing, and we standing as a team. We're like people. I would say power couple. I would call Kenneth and I a power couple.
Right.
Power couple. Like people always say it all the time. Power couple. But then we go in their homes and we can't tell it's a power couple. It's like, are you serious? But yeah, we always say that we're. I don't ever say we're a power couple. I said we're a powerful team.
Yes.
Kenneth and I, we're a
Yes.
powerful team to be reckoned with.
Yes, yes. And that's what it's all about. It's just about loving one another. It's just about getting along with each other
Right.
and making each other work. We did it was not a survey, but it was almost a survey. We said, let's see how it's going to look after 5 years. After 5 years, we had a wedding anniversary, 5-year wedding anniversary, and we invited the couples that we have impacted and empowered, and we had a little venue, and we invited all the people, and a couple of hundred people showed up.
Yeah.
And my mother walked through there. She said, who's all these people? And I said, Mother, majority of these people in there are people we have counseled. She said, for real? She said, you mean to tell me you and LAVIDA have counseled majority of these people that are in there? I said, yes, Mother. She said, wow. And then we tried it after, 10 years?
We did
Or
5,
15.
10,
Yeah.
15. It was
Yeah.
either 10 or 15.
And we did it
Yes.
again. We had to have a larger venue because
did.
more people came, more couples
Yes.
came. And then our pastor came over and he said, who's all these people? I said, Pastor, these are the people that we've counseled and impacted.
Yeah.
He's like, wow. He said, I can't believe it, but I can believe it.
Right.
And
right.
so we see all the impact that we have
did.
had, praise the Lord. It's nothing we done.
Right.
It was by the power of the Lord that
Right.
done it. But all the people that we have impacted by staying together,
Exactly.
loving one another, and keeping marriage sacred. That's what has happened.
Well, I like
That's what has happened.
keeping marriage safe.
Sacred, yes. And we've shown that, and we see it now. We see it now. So that's why I say, why marriage?
Yeah.
Why not marriage?
Wow.
Yes.
That was so powerful. You saying make marriage sacred. The amount of people that we have impacted and that we've met along this journey. We've talked about how powerful we are as a team.
Yes.
Just think about those little things. So next time you ask yourself, why marriage? Start asking yourself some of those questions. Why not marriage?
Why not marriage?
Why not marriage?
If we can spend 2 or 3 years together, without being married,
Right.
how come we can't spend 2 or 3 years together being married?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
So we thank you all. I think that was Kim. That was
I like that. I enjoyed that.
Good.
Yes.
I like that show. That was
Why
really
marriage?
good.
Yes.
Kim, and you just hit me with a bunch of stuff. You had me like, man, I can't believe Kim was saying this. This is good.
It's important.
It is. Marriage is so
See how
important.
important marriage is.
So we just thank you all for tonight. If you have any more questions, keep those questions coming. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification. Keep those comments coming, y'all rolling. Don't forget, if you want to hit me up on the email, like a lot of you all are doing.
Yes.
That's thedavisonintervention at gmail.com. Check out that website at the www.thedavisonintervention.com. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next Monday.
Yes.
Bye.
Good night.
Have a good one.